today. From M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Baltimore Ravens taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. December's here, so will that elusive first win be under the tree? At 0-13, they need one.
Priority one, win the game. The second...
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Jaguars take over.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by their 35-year-old quarterback in his 13th season in the NFL, the former MVP Matt Ryan.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple of touchdown passes. That was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. Boy, that was pretty. Sidestepping defenders on his way to a pickup of 9 yards.
34-yard line.
The numbers for Mixon last week, 18 carries, 75 yards.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key on them.
First down, Jacksonville.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Crowder's got it over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
4-yard gain on the play. And a Jaguar first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll find the rookie from Clemson, T. Higgins. 12 yards there and a first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys gonna come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. On paper coming in, you'd say that these guys are the better team by far, and they sort of showed their superiority there on the opening drive.
Yeah, they came in the heavy favorite in this game, and even though they're on the road, they just wiped it away, didn't they? They've just said to everyone, we're the better team. We just showed it to you on this opening drive, and we expect to do it all game long.
And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So here are the Ravens now as they get set for their opening possession. Out of Monmouth College, it's Alex Tanney. He'll be the man under center leading this crew.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 29.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
They'll take over first.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
A pass there over the middle to start things out, and it's a fumble.
Ryan's pass complete. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Here's Ryan.
The good signal call.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings
2nd and 9 now. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end.
Tanney's pass.
And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13.
A 1-yard
We'll
loss.
put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Javon Hargrave. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay, and it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Number 28.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Raekwon Davis on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
From the gun, it's Ryan.
46-yard line.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Darrell Taylor in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. They will find Davis. That's complete. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Yeah, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
1-yard line.
Second and 13. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
3rd down and 13.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Javon Hargrave in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Mixon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up
out of the shotgun. They run with Mixon. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And
they give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And really an excellent run. Sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 27, Ryan. This one caught by Davis. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 7, Ravens nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Joe Mixon on
a gain of 3, 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Ryan. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. That's taken in by Higgins. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Jaguars 10, Ravens nothing.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
6 brings up 2nd and
He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
That's good.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
1st and 10.
Well, they can put him in a number of different places. In line, H-back, put him in the slot. In this case, they put him out wide. Matchup nightmare. Who are you going to send out to cover him? And he picks up a 1st down with that catch.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Alex Tanney sacked.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the former 1st-round pick, DJ Hayden. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
1st and 10.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they bring in an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Rashawn Gary racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. From the shotgun, Ryan uncorks one for Davis, and he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So backed up closer to the danger zone here from the 2. This is 2nd and long. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Here comes Cohen, and he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On first down, Ryan. He'll get this one complete to Davis. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. From the gun, a give to Mixon. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They go play action with Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Rashawn Gary, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Down. 3rd and long.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Ryan firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
A 47-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the lead extends. It's 15-0.
15. Ravens, nothing.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it, or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Now Corey Davis and the rest of his offense getting ready for their next drive. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That third down conversion good for 23.
First down, Jacksonville.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now Ryan on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Again, Ryan. And it's caught. And the Jaguars are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Joe Mixon, as the first half is winding down, and the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow, because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Just take over 1st and 10.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. In our game, it was the former MVP, Matt Ryan, with a strong first half. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already. and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Matthew Ioannidis racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And this defense continues to dominate. How about 2 safeties in one game here?
You don't even put that on your goal sheet. This is something that results when you're playing really well on defense and the offense has nowhere to go with the football. Dominating performance.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. On the return is Cohen. Now Corey Davis and the rest of his offense getting ready for their next drive. He's knocking on that door for a 100-yard gain.
And what receiver doesn't want to be part of this entry club? Every receiver, when the game starts, wants to have 100 or more yards next.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan, they'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they'll get him down here at the 23. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They go play action now. Ryan. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He gets it left side to Johnson. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. Makes it
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. Room to run inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now we give to the first man through, and that's Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler in 2019, in on the stop.
Second and 9.
Again, they keep it on the ground, and again, it's Johnson. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
Joe Mixon.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
32-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. On the run, it's Mixon, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes that's a danger putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Ryan's pass.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. Now a short one to Gesicki, and they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
And a Jaguar first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They will find Davis. That's complete.
Ryan's pass.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Ravens' 16-yard line.
Throwing again. Ryan. This one caught by Davis. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
They'll give it to Mixon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
At the 7-yard line.
Another try for Mixon. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Touchdown,
Joe Mixon. Touchdown number 22 on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
It's 3rd and 11.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Checking things elsewhere, 3rd quarter now from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there.
Number 28.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 31.
We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
2nd and 6.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, it's Mixon. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
On the stop. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. He finds his target. It's Crowder.
Ryan's pass.
And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Jaguars.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
He's across midfield.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Again, it's Mixon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
At the 44-yard line.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Pass complete to Corey Davis. A gain of 18 on the play.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
14-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play. And a Jaguar.
This is Mixon. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Ball carrier taken down at the 11-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
It's a gain of a yard.
From the shotgun, Ryan. The quick slant caught. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the Ravens 7-yard line.
From the gun, Ryan able to get away. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Here's Mixon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
The kick is good. Makes the score Jaguars 34, Ravens nothing.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Shakes off the sack. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
And incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Mixon with a 1st down carry. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now it's Ryan. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 23 here on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching, and he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Javon Hargrave in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Johnson with a completion over the middle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 8.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
6 on the play.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Once again, they run with Mixon. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They try to eat some clock with Mixon. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Jags, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it's now 14 games without a win, with time running out to try and get one. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.